Comedy talk at its worst. It's the Lunatic Radio Show.
It's really nice to be on your own. There's no one tying you down. You listen to music whenever you like. You masturbate whenever you want. Go for walks whenever you like. Have a chat whenever you like. I don't miss companionship at all.
What up, everybody? LR Show. Got a little scared there. As I was starting to show my mouse on my board, all froze up, and I was like, I don't know if I'll be able to start the show because the mouse isn't moving. Fucking technology I have for this radio program is it's on its last legs, my friends. Welcome to the Lunatic Radio Show, comedy talk radio broadcast. I'm Kieran. That's TJ the Mayor over there.
What up, Joe?
In the great state of Detroit. Yeah.
Detroit's not a state.
Oh, yeah, right. The fucking Michigan.
What you been drinking?
It's the theme song for Michigan. Or Detroit.
You know what
Whatever.
In Atlanta, they say what's happening. In H-Town, they say what it do.
TJ's dancing.
I want to welcome y'all to Detroit.
Hey, if you're home, dance to this one. It's a good one.
I want you to say,
You Midwestern people.
What up, though? 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 What up, though?
Let me say this as respectfully
Man,
as I
Tone Tone comes on and just does something different, boy. It does something. It hits different, as the kids say. The shit hits different.
Yeah.
That Tone Tone come on.
Yeah. There
I
it
got
is.
nothing open.
There it is. That's all right. I was looking for that. The awful sound of the tiger with Rocket's voice recorded behind it for some reason. I have no idea what happened. Anyway, yeah, this show just got off to a fucking car wreck.
Cares.
I got nothing open.
They have, for some reason, I gotta.
Quarantine. You think anybody gives a fuck if we're good or not?
No,
they
I
didn't
mean,
give a fuck. They didn't give a fuck before quarantine. You think they're gonna give a fuck now?
I tell you this: at least our streaming presentation is a lot better than like the Ellen DeGeneres show or the Conan O'Brien show, or like CBS was doing live intercuts with Jim Nantz and Phil Mickelson when they're replaying the Masters when Phil Mickelson won, because the Masters is not happening. And
Yeah, what is that? Was that from 2004?
2004, and it's like Jim Nantz is at home, and it just looks like crap. And it's like,
Yeah.
I mean, Phil's got an up angle at his face. You know, Phil's pushing 50 years old, so you know he's kind of old and stuff. And I'm just like, I mean, obviously these guys are millionaires, and they're, Jim Nantz has been the head broadcaster at CBS since fucking shit, I don't know, 1988. He's been there forever. He's a legendary broadcaster, and Phil Mickelson's Phil Mickelson. So, I mean, they're important guys, but TJ and I, but our presentation, I will say, the LR show presentation is a lot better.
You know, we might have shit content sometimes, but damn it if we don't look good.
Yeah. We look all right.
We look fucking good.
I
even like Kieran over there we got Kieran in the hoodie today. Like Kieran's hoodie Kieran today.
This is like I'm going to go fucking scuba diving after the show. Like I got this fucking skin tight runner shirt on. Yeah, I don't know. Welcome to the show.
I'm with you, my nigga. I'm with you.
Welcome.
I'm with you. We going hoodies today.
I think TJ just called me black.
I was referring to your shirt.
Oh. That's a. If you want to call into the radio program, we are a live radio show, by the way, folks. So if you're listening to this on podcast, we are live at 8 p.m. Eastern on Saturday nights and Sunday nights, Live number to call in, 716-325-0299. That's 716-325-0299. Fucking A. I was hoping to have a box of goodies to open today for the people. And I'm not trying to be hacky or anything, but one of our listeners out there in Jacksonville, Florida, put together all these logos, these bumper sticker things, and printed them all out. I believe there's some T-shirts in there for Rock and I or something. And he's going to mail them to us, and I was going to do an unboxing. Not to take off of Dave Portnoy. Is it Dave Portnoy from Barstool, who's literally been doing unboxing fucking shows for all week?
Oh, they're awful.
It's pretty entertaining, but I was just like, God damn, but a lot of people just fucking send him shit. The guy's apartment's full of shit. Just
well,
like
when you have
ceiling.
that many fucking subscribers and shit, like you're an influencer.
Well, it's 100 million.
We need to fucking pay off whoever we got to pay off to become influencers. I need some free shit.
I don't want to be an influencer. I just want to state my opinions for 2 hours and go to sleep. It'd be nice. All right.
Fuck are you eating over there?
Gum. I'm trying to get
because there's so many people around you right now. They can smell your breath. I don't know.
No, it's because I have a crazy nicotine habit, and I feel like I need to indulge in some nicotine, but I can't for the next hour and a half. So I gotta fucking.
You can do what you want, Kieran.
Yeah.
Listen, Carol Baskins killed her husband. You can do what you want.
Yeah.
I don't want to keep going back to that, but I'm just saying you can do what you want, Kieran.
Dude,
Kieran.
and by the way, the Netflix thing that's coming out, that's like the extra episode or whatever the hell it is. I don't want to watch it. You know why?
I'm done with it.
Because, here's the thing. It's one of those, like, we're going to fucking interview everybody that was on the show other than Tiger Guy, Joe Exotic, and Carol Baskin. But everybody else is on the show. We're going to talk to them about what happened behind the scenes or what you didn't see. It's like a panel discussion, and it's going to be hosted by Joe McHale. I'm like, I don't want to watch that. I wanted just another episode.
Joe McHale.
He's the guy that used to... He's done some shit. If you've
Is he
seen him,
related to Kevin McHale?
no, he's a TV guy. He thinks
Brother Celtics.
he thinks he's funnier than he actually is. He talks very nice. He's got fucking good diction. I don't want to watch it. I just want to. I was excited to get another episode, like another documentary episode, maybe like something else. Hey, we got all this extra footage. We can put it together and we'll just send it out to the folks and they can watch that too. But no, I don't want a Joe McHale fucking interviewing I don't want to hear from the people about what they thought. None of those people that are on that show, none of the people that worked at those zoos have anything really intelligent to offer. I feel like.
You know what I know they don't have?
Teeth. They don't
have a dental plan.
They don't have a dental plan. Healthcare, probably not. Zero healthcare. Hygiene, deodorant. I would imagine half of them don't own deodorant. That's Oklahoma for you, by the way. So I don't want to watch that. It was like big news. I mean, it's been pumped out all week. Tomorrow, on Sunday of this weekend, the Joe McHale episode is going to come out with the Tiger thing, and I fucking care.
Let's get on to the next thing. Like people don't understand. Like there's real life shit going on. Like literally, Ozark just came out with season 3. Like. What the fuck are we still talking about Tiger King for? Ozark came out.
I already barreled through Ozark.
Don't say nothing then, because I'm only on episode 6.
Yeah, no, it's good. Ozark's a good show.
I've been a little busy.
The thing I will say about Ozark, and I've watched all 3 seasons, that first season was some of the best television I've ever fucking watched.
Jason Bateman is amazing.
Jason Bateman's
straight up,
pretty much good in everything he fucking does.
Before this happened, Jason Bateman's one of them actors that some people don't like just because he's kind of the same guy everything he plays.
Yeah, he looks like a fucking accountant.
Almost like Matthew McConaughey. Like a lot of stuff that he plays is similar.
Like a caricature
characteristics.
It's a caricature of himself. Yeah,
right. But Jason Bateman is the best asshole you could ever know.
He plays a good asshole.
Oh my God, he's so good at being an asshole.
Such fucking deadpan, like a deadpan asshole.
Yeah, like even just, man, I think he's incredible.
Yeah, no, I
really do.
He's fucking phenomenal in that role. Like
him and Ruth.
him playing the dad and just having to deal with all the shit and the stress, and it's just constantly like in every episode of Ozark, Jason Bateman character in every 5 minutes is being hit with another fucking problem, and it's like he just sucks it into himself. You know, he just sucks the problem in, takes a deep breath, and just marches on. I'm like, how does this guy get through moving? How does this fucking guy get? I could not live a day in the life. Obviously, it's a fictional character, but I mean, I couldn't deal with one stress in that guy's life. Not one.
You know what? He's underrated for the movie Hancock with Will Smith.
Didn't watch that. I tapped out. He's
totally underrated because the movie's really not that good, and it's a Will Smith movie, so everybody's like Will Smith, Will Smith, Will Smith. It's poured down your throat. Jason Bateman's one-liners in that are just, I don't know, it's like poetry in motion the way he just fucking does what he does. But I'm gonna tell you right now, this is who I'm a fan of, and me and my girl been a fan of this. I don't even know her name. She plays Ruth in Ozark.
Oh, Ruth. Hey,
Ruth.
Okay, Google. What's the name of the actress that plays Ruth in Ozark?
According to Wikipedia, Julia Garner, born February 1st, 1994, is an American actress.
She's
Do you want a little
1994.
more context?
No, I'm good. 1994. She was Julia something. I didn't get the whole name. It was Julia something.
I thought it said
can't
Gardner.
help with that yet.
All right, Google, shut up. Julia something.
But she's fucking phenomenal. Like I've never seen her in anything else, but I'm like, in my eyes, that's like her in real life, which is probably false. But I'm just saying, she just does what she does so good that all I could think of is that's how she sounds in real life. Like she's a real hillbilly from Midwestern Ozarks, Missouri.
This is her right here.
Let me say this as respectfully as I possibly can. Would you please kindly fuck yourself and leave me alone? Thank you.
Yeah, that's Ruth from Ozark.
Man, we should all aspire to be like Ruth.
Yeah, Ozark's the shit, man. I don't know why more people don't. I don't know why Ozark didn't get recognized. Not that it really matters anymore, because I think those award shows are fucking. It's a thing of the past. Like I think the Oscars and the Golden Globes. I think those things should just go away, to be honest with you. I don't think anybody cares about it. Because there's so much shit out there. There's so much content out there. Streaming services, movie theaters, on-demand crap, all this stuff, you know? We don't need that. In shows like Ozark, I feel like just get left, thrown by the wayside. I know I saw Jason Bateman at the Golden Globes, and maybe he was nominated for something, but I'm like, you ever hear about Ozark? I'm like, Ozark's a fucking phenomenal show. And they put a lot of time into it. I feel like, I don't know, that first season should have been recognized for something. Should have won something. Motherfuckers. By the way, the quarantining shit's still going on. But I got to tell you, living in Arizona, I have not been, I really feel like I haven't been quarantining that much.
What do you mean? Oh, because you guys don't quarantine in Arizona. You guys are just out living your best lives. Is that what you mean?
I don't think anybody quarantines in Arizona. I mean, until it's time to go outside and see the fresh air, because I go running and everybody else in the world's running, and I go to play golf and everybody else in the world's out there playing golf. I go down to where the college area is, where ASU is. Everybody's out on their bikes, walking their dogs. It's like nothing has fucking changed. And I feel like either the warm weather is just going to fucking kill the COVID-19 out here, or Arizona's going to be it's going to be wiped off the map with COVID-19 at some point.
No, we're not that fortunate.
Yeah.
But I called it out last show that when it starts getting warmer out, it might finally peak or put it into it or start coming down, because when you're not trapped inside, like we're in the Midwest right now, like we're trapped inside a lot. So that's where the shit lives at. It can't live outside and just keep going from person to person. Like it can live outside, but it doesn't have a long life. Like the thing is, think about it like this. You're like like in a plane, for example, all you're doing with that air is just recycling that air, right? Same thing you're doing inside of a house. You're just recycling air, or in an office or whatever. You know what I mean? In Arizona, everybody's outside. They can do everything outside. So you're not.
I'll tell you what, my neighbor across from me, he coughed, and I live in a apartment building, and he coughed, and I was like, that's gonna go through the vent. I'm gonna be sleeping at night, and I'm gonna suck it into and I'm gonna wake up. I'm gonna have all sorts of fucking disease. I literally got out of my door and I closed it one day, and I heard the guy go, and I stared at his door for like 3 minutes. I was like, that motherfucker's got it. It's gonna go through my fucking vent. I know it because all this shit. Did anybody know that about fucking apartment buildings? Are all the vents connected? I would imagine they are, right? Like what that guy, if that guy blows a load and the wind blows, they'll go through the vent and into my apartment. Is that the case? Anybody with me on that?
Well, my theory would be if you're blowing air out of your vent into your apartment, then air is getting blown out of the vent to his apartment too. So you can't really blow into something that's
no.
blowing
I mean,
back,
it's like, is it possible for stuff to get sucked through? I don't know, pass through. I don't know. The things that are not on.
And you know what, man? I would make a fucking joke and be like, "Oh yeah, no, you're stupid," blah blah blah. But honestly, I can't because nobody knows at this point.
I don't know. Yeah,
we have a different theory every day. Like, how long does it live on this surface? How long does it live on plastic? How long does it live on metal? Matter of fact, so we got 3 packages today, right? I'm putting together 2 closets, and I got, because they don't want you going to fucking Lowe's and all these other places to pick up shit. So I got it ordered, and like we left it outside for about 3 hours before we went out and got it, and then when I went out and got it, I actually opened the package up outside and then took it out of the plastic, brought the contents inside, just because I don't know how long it can live on plastic or cardboard. Or they say one day it's 1 day, next day they say it's 3 days, the next day they say it's 15 days. I don't know.
The fucking thing.
I don't want to know.
The thing that threw me for a loop the other day, and I was like, man, we're really living in idiocracy. I read an article in one of the papers about how if you take a shit, it's a little crass, kids. You take a shit, right, and you flush it. The microscopic plume that is created from flushing a shit, and it goes out into the air, could pass the COVID virus. That was literally in a paper, and so every time I've taken a fucking steam one, I'm blasting that motherfucker. I'm blasting it with fucking alcohol. Boom, 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 killing the COVID. Did you hear that? Anybody listening to me? That is true. I'm not making this shit up. A shit plume can make the COVID spread. So be careful and weary when you're out there taking your shits. Be cautious of the people around you. It's true.
Kieran,
are you with me, TJ?
Kieran, I don't know how we could do this from Arizona to Michigan, but I just want to give you a hug right now and tell you it's
true.
It's gonna be okay, man. Like,
somebody call in.
Whatever's going on in your head right now during this quarantine or lack thereof.
I'll ask Google. Hey Google, can the COVID-19 be passed through by a shit plume?
Sorry, I don't have any information about that.
Horse shit, you do. It's fucking conspiracy. It does. I don't know how to phrase the question to OK Google, but it's true. Feces.
Sorry, I don't understand.
Relax. I'll call on you when I need you. It can be passed through fecal
matter.
Fecal matter.
But okay. First of all, I don't even know how the fuck we're even.
We're talking about the COVID. What's the?
I know,
what's
and
the update?
Like 8 hours ago, we're like 100 minutes into the show, and I didn't give a shout out to our viewership and our listenership, and Big Mike and Cool Teacher and Leroy Jenkins out there. By the way, speaking of Leroy Jenkins, so I was trying to get this new app for my soundboard and whatever, blah blah, and I came across the fucking Leroy Jenkins soundboard.
Oh yeah, it's from some sort of, I forget where that's
cartoon or something, animation.
Yeah.
Oh, I played it over and over again. I miss Leroy Jenkins, man. Shout out to Leroy Jenkins.
Cool Teacher, like today, the mayor canceled NYC schools but doesn't have the authority to do so. The governor does? What does that mean? I don't know. There's shit going down.
Said school is done.
Yeah. Why would we go back to schools? We're all in fucking lockdown. Why are we even talking about schools going back, getting back together?
Michigan just got put down on lockdown again until the 30th.
The little midget wizard guy. What's his name? Edie Falco. What's his name? Who's the midget wizard guy who does the press conferences with Donald Trump? Little guy. He says we're no longer going to shake hands after this. Shaking hands is going to be a thing of the past. Maybe a tip of the cap. That's what I was thinking. I was going to come back. A tip of the cap, which would be kind of a thing, like instead of, a little tip of the cap. That is a thing that's gone by the wayside, the tip of the cap. That's a classy thing to do. Shaking hands is taking over the tip of the cap.
Well, we got to learn that as a black delegation, because that's a white thing. Like that, like you know what else is the handshaking for white folks when they don't really want to shake your hand they do this thing where they do like the
head bob.
They do their lips, they tighten their lips and go. I learned that.
It's a tighten of the lips, indicating that my life sucks too, and it's just like.
And if they're,
I agree that your life sucks.
If they're really full of themselves, they'll go up on their tippy toes when they do it.
Yeah, like a tippy toe head.
Yeah, like it's fucking weird, but I see it.
Like
older rich white dudes have, like, if you just watch them sometimes. I love watching old rich white dudes.
I really acknowledge you by this.
Oh my God, it's great. Because here's a great thing about I've been in places like with rich white folks, places I probably didn't fit in, shouldn't be, but I had to be there for some type of, back when I used to do politics, just some type of something, right? But I used to just watch this shit, man. I'm telling you, it's like like to just sit there and watch an old rich white dude work the room, knowing that he has no interest in any of this fuck shit that's going on at this party or these fucking cocktail get together things. I'm telling you, it's poetry in motion. It's amazing. Rich white folks do some of the wildest fucking shit if you just really pay attention.
Oh, I was like, give me another example. Give me something that I'm trying to think of.
How their vernacular, for example, like how they talk. You know what I mean?
Right.
As soon as they approach somebody who they don't want to fuck with at all. But if you watch the whole room, when somebody's approaching somebody, like, okay, somebody needs to talk to somebody. Like they have to make them talk, right? Because there's always a host saying, "Oh, I got to introduce you to this person," because you're always mixed. It's a mix and mingle. It's really about networking. You know what I mean?
Oh.
And the fucking faces or the comments they make before the person comes over, like they'll literally turn and say some real fuck shit. And then as soon as they put their face on and turn and be like, "Oh, hey, Jim, how's it going? Put it there. Man, I haven't seen you since the christening of your kid." You know what I mean? Like all this bullshit they say.
Phony shit.
Phony as fuck.
Oh, yes,
and they're just like, I don't know. I think it's great.
Yeah. I got to say this, though. When it comes to the black guys and the handshaking, you guys take it. Like, if you guys need to cut out your fucking whatever. You guys will just. You are just putting layers upon layers of COVID-19 on each other.
Yeah. That's why Detroit's getting hit so hard. Detroit's top 3 right now.
You guys literally do a dance when you say hello to each other. Like, white guys are just like, "Yo, what's up, man?" One slap. You guys are fucking 20
We're
minutes.
affectionate people, man.
20 minutes fucking getting to a hand slap to say hello to each other. That's got to go.
Yeah, we do it.
Yeah.
You're right.
You ever see baseball?
It's not.
You ever see it's the Dominican Republic guys or the Cuban guys in the fucking dugouts of baseball games that like dancing when they hit a home run. They're like fucking. They do this thing when they greet each other after a home run or a good play or in dugout. It's like, Jesus Christ, all that shit's gonna be gone. So a tip of the cap is gonna come back. Middle fingers, all coming back. No connection.
You know who don't have to worry, even though Italy got hit hard? American Italians don't have to worry about anything, because they used to do the whole like the mob style kiss on both cheeks shit. But I've been watching Italians even before this COVID shit hit, and they just insult each other from a distance now, and that's like the way that they fuck with each other. Like the better the insult, like the more they love each other. You know what I mean?
Why do fucking
hey yo Tony, how you doing? Hey, go fuck your mother. No, you go fuck your mother's fucking mother.
Why
right? Am I lying?
What's with the kissing on the two cheeks? Why is one cheek not good enough?
I don't know, man. One of my good friends, Giuseppe Piccioni, man. Shout out to my boy Joe.
Giuseppe Piccioni?
Yeah.
Wow,
Joe builds some incredible fucking houses. He's got this business, whatever. Shout out to him and his business, Piccioni Homes. But Man, the first time, like his dad's straight up from Italy, like one of them. I'm sure I got called a Mulian a couple times after I left the house, but like he's old school, but he loved me to death. You know what I mean? But dude, they would do when they would all show up and they would do the fucking kiss on the cheek. I never got it either. And Joe told me one day, he goes, I don't fucking know why, but I know if I don't do it, what's gonna happen?
Yeah.
And I was just like, oh shit, okay, my bad.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like taboo to it's almost disrespectful. I don't know. Maybe if we can finally get Chris Italia back on the show, he can explain it to us.
Yeah, honestly, I don't know what's happening with Kristen is the Stand Comedy Club and restaurant. What has happened is that I guess that's shut down. Everything's shut down in New York City.
Everything's shut down.
I haven't heard from Chris.
Comedy is not essential.
No. I do want to know when the double kiss that the Italians do started. I imagine that's way back when. I got a little thing from Oregon's health authority. They kind of ripped off the New York Department of Health's memo to its citizens. They put out a sex in the time of COVID-19 fucking thing. And obviously it mentions the same things that the New York Department of Health one did. Like obviously use condoms. If you're gonna have sex with somebody, make sure it's somebody that you live with.
Get the fuck out of here!
Yeah. No rimming. No rimming is on this, but the difference.
You can't eat the booty.
Can't eat the booty. And here, let me zoom in a little bit. I don't know if people can see this. Yeah, no rimming of the mouth on anus. Not a good thing to do. And the Oregon Health Department.
I love that they got the peach.
They put the peach booty up there. So
the peach emoji. They got a peach emoji for the don't eat ass.
Obviously, masturbation is self sex. Masturbation is the best way to go. Obviously, wash your hands.
That's why I said you have been preparing for quarantine your whole life.
I'm bored with quarantine. Like I'm done with porn. Can't even watch it anymore. It bores me. Yeah. So, but they did the same thing that the New York Department of Health did. The New York Department of Health put out this memo that just went viral around the country. But Oregon did the same thing, but they put emojis with it, so that's even better. So now people are really paying attention, which is a good thing. You know, this is the world we're living in. Like, they have to talk about no rimming, no sticking your tongue on somebody's asshole, and they have to put a peach emoji next to the words that describe no rimming, please. They put the peach emoji next to it. You know, the washing of the hands, they show hands with water on them. Condoms, they actually have to show a picture of condoms.
We're a society that they should just do this on Instagram.
Get off maintaining your distance. Do you see that in the sex memo right there at the top? The phone.
Oh,
sexting.
Get off while maintaining your distance.
It's telling you.
Oh, so now they're encouraging sexting.
It's telling you to fucking call somebody, do a little of that fucking phone sex, a little cyber sex, bring that back. You know. Yeah. So good for you, Oregon. Of course, New York.
I'm not mad at them, though. I mean, it's the right thing, right?
Well, it's the right thing to do. I mean, but it's odd in this day and age that we have to tell people this shit. You know.
You know how many side chicks are suffering right now? Like, this is worse than Valentine's Day. Like, there's a lot of side chicks out there suffering because their man is at home with his wife.
Right. Right.
And according to Dave Chappelle, there's a lot of men in Atlanta whose boyfriends are suffering right now because they're at home with their wives.
Saying Atlanta's full of a lot of gay men.
Yeah, that's
true.
Yeah, that's the truth.
Is it the East Coast?
Yeah, man. When I used to be in Atlanta, one of the best things about being in Atlanta and single in Atlanta is like you go to the club and you offer to buy a girl a drink or something, and like she literally is like, "Oh, for real?" Like me, like, "Oh, you're not gay," because there's the ratio of straight black men to women is ridiculous.
Really?
Well, there's just so many gay black men. You know, it's the black man's Hollywood in Atlanta. That's what they call it, the black man's Hollywood. And it's also the black
that Tyler
gay
Perry
capital. Huh?
Tyler Perry owns like a fucking giant place down there.
Oh, that motherfucker bought up some shit that was bigger than 3 studios in Hollywood combined.
Yeah.
He has the biggest studio.
He threw some big luxurious party for it. I forget what it's called. I guess that's where he produces all of his shit. Like, what is that fucking series he has where he dresses up like a grandma?
The Medeas?
Medea drives to work. Medea fucking makes some cakes. Medea does everything. Everything Medea. It's like a Medea story.
I'm wondering if they're going to have Medea's funeral at some point.
I hope so.
Did she finally die?
Medea fucking shoots herself in the face because she can't even get any more D because all the men in Atlanta are gay. That should be one. That's a long title. But should be one. Word up, everybody. 716-325-0299. Oh, by the way, I want to mention this before we get into our main topic of the day. The price of chicken wings is dropped to its lowest.
Yes. Finally, black people get something good.
I saw that today.
We get good news.
I guess there's the fucking firm, it's like an oil price. There's a chicken wing price, and that motherfucker has dipped bad. Like the chicken wing market is dipped bad because there's no sports and people are not going to bars to order chicken wings. So there you go. The price fucking dropped. So if you're fucking...
Hey. God sure lives good, ain't he? God sure lives good.
Oh, hold on, TJ. I haven't checked the price of waffles yet.
That's my nigga. That is one of the best lines you dropped in a long time. I love it. But goddamn it, if them goddamn waffle prices go up, we're gonna have a goddamn problem. I like it though. I like it. You know, that's I was trying to tell my girl wasn't getting it when I was trying to. So we just moved into our house a couple weeks ago, but before we moved, at our old place in our backyard, there was these houses, and one of the houses had a chicken coop. And I kept telling her, like, hey, if this shit goes down, like, we gotta fuck with these people. You know what I mean? Like, we need some fucking chickens.
Get some eggs, yeah.
Yeah, we was thinking if the zombie apocalypse happened and all this other shit, whatever. And God damn it, that answered my. I shouldn't say God damn it because God sure is good, ain't he?
Yeah.
He's sending us chicken wings for what? We can go back to 10-cent wing night again.
Let me ask Google. Okay, Google, what's the price of chicken wings nowadays?
On the website cnbc.com, they say, in 2018, prices for wings averaged about $1.50 a pound, according to Lusk. Do you want a little more context?
Yeah, I wanted the updated fucking one. She sucks. She's 2 years behind.
You know what?
Helping out is what I was designed to do. How can I help?
Well, you know what?
She's trying to check you. She's trying to check your ass, Kieran.
You need to fucking put your mouth where the sun don't shine. What do you think? Nothing.
Sorry, I don't understand.
Price. Most of the women don't understand when I say that to them.
The European women, they say that, but then as soon as nobody's around, they know exactly what
Leroy
to shove.
Jenkins checking in. Medea gets the coronavirus. Too soon? Question mark. I don't know.
No, it's not too soon because all the porn sites have nothing but
Is that true?
Dad out on business, stepmom home during quarantine with son.
I heard this is actually
coronavirus.
Speaking of Netflix, not the jump. We're jumping around on the show today.
You know what? Before we jump around, I got a question.
I saw something. Let me go get this out quick. Netflix apparently has a show. It's a reality show. It's like a dating show, but you can't have sex. So the man and woman hook up, but they can't have sex, and I think it's called Blue Balls. Am I wrong on that? Somebody look that up.
I haven't seen that yet, but I would be intrigued.
I think it's called Blue Balls.
Well, I actually got a question for you because I was actually, and honestly, I just bought some shares not too long ago, and I won't say what company, but it's a weed company.
Nice.
Because stocks are, I really do believe that at the end of all this, like the weed companies are gonna bring our economy back. Yeah. I just do. I believe that.
And it's gonna be fat food wars. Go ahead.
But so like people are saying right now, you should buy gold, you should buy silver because they printed all that fucking money that they didn't need to print. Paper dollars are going nowhere, blah, blah, blah. Mm-hmm. But what I'm thinking about doing after you said what you said,
But the
I'm gonna buy silver. I've already bought some weed stocks, and I'm gonna buy fucking chicken wing stocks.
Can you buy chicken wing stocks? I don't know if you can do that. That'd be
I
odd.
don't know if you can either.
Well,
Like if I can get with Costco and figure out like the chicken wing stock is the stock in chicken wings.
well, you gotta who produces the most chicken wings? You gotta find out what company that is. Then buy the stock.
Well, whoever
and knock
produces
out.
the most chicken,
Right? Is it fucking?
you know that back in the day that like chicken wings used to be like a throwaway thing. Like you would buy them for 20 cents a pound,
Right.
because nobody wanted chicken wings. It's just like back in the day, like nobody put ranch on their pizza. You know what I mean? Like think about it.
Right.
Back before people put ranch on their pizza, wings were like 5 cents a wing.
Okay, Google. What's the 2020 price of chicken wings?
Sorry, I don't have any information about that.
God, it's in the news today. I saw it.
Okay, ask her how much a pound of silver is.
Okay, Google. How much is a pound of silver?
Sorry, I'm not sure how to help with that yet.
Bitch, what the fuck do you know?
Google, you are. Maybe I'm not asking the right questions. And plus,
No, maybe she needs to get fired. Maybe she took a day off on goddamn coronavirus day.
I think. Okay, the Google is a little annoyed with me because I've been kind of randy with her. Let me see. Price of chicken wings. I think I've just made this shit up because I have been in quarantine for a while. Price of chicken wings. I'm pretty sure it's fucking dropped. I saw it somewhere. It's in the news. I'm telling you, this is in the news. An unlikely side effect of coronavirus, a national surplus of chicken wings. So yes, there's a surplus of chicken wings. So when there's always a surplus of something, the price is going to drop. There you go. I was right. I actually listened, and yes, that is true. The price of chicken wings has dropped. God damn, there's a bunch of chicken wings out there, everybody. TJ the Mayor sent me a clip from the Bill Maher show. And the Bill Maher show is still doing the Bill Maher show, but obviously, like every other show that exists in the world, Bill's not in the studio. Bill is, I believe, the clip you sent me, Bill was standing in front of looked like his front yard, in front of his bushes, doing his monologue.
I didn't know if that was like green screen or if that was really outside. I couldn't tell, but
he was outside. He was doing his monologue, but he was doing his actually, it was how he wraps up the show, right? He does like this big monologue at the end where how he wraps up the show. And he was talking about, let's get over the naming of the COVID-19, calling it the Chinese virus. Let's get over that because all the viruses in the past are named from where they originated from. So I get that. That's funny. But he went on to talk. I don't know if TJ is that something you wanted to dive into on that. I really don't care about that. What I really wanted to dive into was the second part of his monologue where he talked about the wet markets. The wet markets is where there's like a fucking street, like a city block, where they just have these livestock and cuts of meat on tables and animals and fucking dirt and grease.
It's not like it's just animals and livestock. It's actually like it's
everything.
It's exotic animals. It's
everything.
Everything ties.
I have
into
pictures of it right here. This is an example of a wet market. If people are watching live on YouTube, the picture I'm showing right now is of a dude on a cell phone sitting on a dirty ass street. He's got fresh cuts of meat on a dirty ass table. He's got a kiddie pool behind the table where he washes the meat. He's got a dead carcass of what looks like a fucking hyena.
Is that a dog?
It looks like
I can't tell.
It looks like a hyena or a dog. He's got two
dogs in a cage
right next to him. This is a wet market. This is what an example of a wet market is. Now you got to tell me.
No,
you can't tell me that there's all sorts of shit not originating from here. This is insanity. In the year 2020, it's insanity that this is even happening.
Well, first, and I don't know if you have the clip or not, but first, what Bill Maher was saying, and he's getting shit for it.
Why is he getting shit
Because
for?
they're saying, "Oh, Bill Maher racist again." Ever since the nigga shit, he's anything he says that has anything to do with race, he's all over it, right?
Oh, everybody wants
all
to be
over him.
Well, we live in a world where everybody wants to be offended.
Everybody's
They
fucking
look
yeah,
it.
right. Everybody's but in the first minute and a half of that whole monologue, he explains every fucking thing that has came out as far as like an outbreak is named after where it's originated. The West Nile, the Ebola, the Ebola River, like there what was it? MRSA, what MRSA, the letters for MRSA stand
SARS,
out. Middle Eastern, right? All this, right? And he's explained it, and he's 100% right. These are facts. And he was going on to explain how it's calling it the Chinese virus, you know what I mean? Or the China virus or whatever, like Donald Trump was. Like, that's just what we've always done. So I'm with him. I'm with him on that. Like, I don't think he said anything wrong, because the what he was saying behind that was, listen, liberals and everybody else out there that's easily offended, like, why all of a sudden are we now offended for everything else, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I'm not following you. I got you. Yeah.
I mean that. Oh, hold up, real quick. Hold up. Gotta do something.
Are you leaving? Where's he going?
No.
He was in the middle of a monologue. Where's he going? He's going to take a shit? Somebody coming in? What's that?
No. One of my laptops.
Oh.
One of my laptops is about to go out on me. Anyway, no, but he was, and I 100% agree with him. You know what I mean? Like, why all of a sudden now? Because we're in this state of, I'll just say it. Fuck it. Who do I care who I offend? Like the Me Too movement, which got a little out of hand. The easily offended LGBT, however I'm saying it, Q community or whatever, got out of hand, right? All this stuff is starting to get out of hand where it's just, you can't do nothing. You can't say nothing. You know what I mean? But if you just go back, to 2013, 2014, why wasn't nobody saying nothing about the Ebola virus?
Right.
You know what I mean? That, we can't call it the Ebola virus because Ebola is a place. It's a river. It's a blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I was with him with that. I was with him. I even though it sounds malicious or not politically correct the way we say things, at the end of the day, why the fuck are you so, like, you have to jump down everybody's throat about anything and everything?
Well, yeah. Well,
everybody's offended.
There's this inclusive movement going on now. I went from the Me Too movement to this inclusive movement. And let's not
tell me more.
Let's not offend everybody. Like, inclusive meaning, like, if you're the outcasts are no longer outcasts. You know what I mean? So that kind of is like a cousin of not offending. Like, let's not offend anyone. Let's make sure we don't offend people or alienate people or hurt somebody's feelings. And it's the same with foreign relations. We don't want to offend the Chinese. They call it the Chinese virus, even though it did originate from there. We don't want to call it the Chinese virus. We want to call it.
Oh, I totally get that. I totally get that.
But I'm cool if they call it the Chinese virus. I don't care or not.
But
I mean, if like a virus happened here in the United States, I'm sure they would call it the American virus.
They would ruin it. They would call it the shit. They would call it the piss shit Yankee Doodle Dandy virus.
I'm sure there's millions.
We're all Yankees, by the way. I don't know if you know this, but around the world, we're Yankees. Did you know that?
The Yankee virus. Yeah, they call it the Yankee virus.
We're all Yankees.
Yeah. Fucking 28 world championships, bitch. 27. I fucked that up. I already give it. I would imagine that it's not a big deal. I don't think that's a big deal. But I think the bigger deal that was in his monologue is the existence of wet markets. Wet markets need to be abolished, get written up, blown up. Everybody should be arrested for if there's just like a wet market fucking pop-up show somewhere. Those people need to be arrested for putting it up. Like, it's ridiculous. Wet market.
Well, they finally put a ban. They finally just now put a ban
China needs to get rid of the wet
on
market.
certain animals.
Yeah. No, China.
Like you can't sell certain animals. Like why is that just now a thing? Why can you just now you can't serve up bat or you can't serve up snake or you can't serve up rat or you can't serve up.
I have these images loaded up on the YouTube if you're watching live. I mean, look at this image I got here. It's just cats in cages, fucking dirt everywhere.
What's this thing at the bottom here?
Dead carcasses. It's like a crates of cats, live cats, like stacked on top of a dead something. It's insanity. These wet markets, and this is what's considered a wet market. I mean, here's another image of just meat hanging in like room temperature, just hanging, and all the meat's touching each other, and there's people just walking in, putting their hands on the meat. It's insane.
Is that a Houston Rockets jersey?
No,
ever since Yao Ming, man, they loved him some Houston Rockets, don't they?
I think that's a Jeremy Lin fucking jersey. Is that a Jeremy Lin jersey? Anyway, no. I mean, it's insanity. Look at this. Here's another one. Fucking chopped up meat. Like the stuff that Rocky was punching in the meat warehouses in the movie. Rocky 2 or Rocky 1.
First of all,
and then they got,
how the fuck did they find a chupacabra?
They got these.
That's what I want to know. Look at these chupacabras.
They got these hyenas next to it. They're just haven't
Those
been.
Those are fucking chupacabras, bro. Ask them. Hey, if any of my Mexican compadres are online right now, tell me that's not a chupacabra that they cutting up.
Leroy Jenkins checking in. I want some of them dog ribs. Yeah, I mean, there's a dog. Like, there's dead dogs next to this chopped up meat next to a pig head. I mean, this is what wet markets are. This is what Bill Burr. I mean, Bill's not breaking the mold by doing that monologue and saying wet markets need to be fucking eliminated from the planet. They do. I mean, here's another picture of a wet market that I'm throwing up. Here's just cuts of meat, and I'm looking at about, I don't know, just a line of 80 people walking by a rack of just cut meat that's not even refrigerated at all or wrapped in any plastic. It's just out there for people to look at. And the woman that's actually tending to the cuts of meat, she's not even wearing plastic gloves. She's working like workman's gloves that you would use to cut wood or something. It's insanity. Wet markets need to be gone. He's right.
We are, Big Mike checking in. We are privileged. You know what?
China, don't tell me China isn't privileged. China can get shit done. Like Bill Maher said in his monologue that China had the ability to build a 45-story skyscraper in 59 days. When does that ever happen in America? China can get shit done.
No, dog. We got the union, dog. We ain't building shit that quick. We got to get them hours, player.
Well, America's lazy. I'll definitely agree with that. But this is a big, powerful country. They can get rid of the wet markets, don't you think? I think it makes a good point.
I think it's absolutely disgusting.
It is disgusting.
They have these wet markets.
But this is the reason why we have a pandemic.
Kieran.
Oh, what? I agree with him. I agree that this is the reason.
I got a legitimate question here.
Yep.
If we were a huge show, okay, we were on like Joe Rogan type numbers, right? And I walked in here every week and wore a different leather or mink or something like that, right? PETA would be on me, right? PETA gets some shit done. Do they not? Have we not all heard about the PETA shit? Like them motherfuckers are ruthless, right?
Yeah, but
where the fuck are these motherfuckers at?
I would hope.
The goddamn Tiger. Did they go away because the Tiger King just happened? We got people in China doing all this shit. Where the fuck is PETA at?
PETA's. I don't know. But anyway, going back to your original point, if you came in wearing leathers every day, I would hope that you wouldn't give a shit about it. I would hope you'd be like, yeah, I wear leathers every day. I made money to afford these leathers. I'm going to wear leathers.
No, but what I'm saying
day.
is if we were on a big scale like that, you know how it is, like when you're on a big scale, everybody that wears like something, like some type of fur to an event on the red carpet, PETA fucking, they're all over them.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. Like, where's PETA at for?
Oh, for this, the wet market shit? Well, PETA, I don't know. PETA's
global, bro.
Is PETA a global thing? I thought it was just an American thing. But anyway,
No, we're just privileged enough that we're the only ones that actually fucking wear.
I think
Besides Russia, we're the only ones that fucking wear stupid shit.
You're talking about PETA having influence over the Chinese government. That's not fucking gonna happen. PETA.
No, but I mean, I'm just saying a lot of people are not coming out the way the fuck I thought they were gonna come out. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. No, I mean,
there's a lot of people that have shut the fuck up during this whole deal.
Here's the old adage. This is the old adage, and hopefully I explain this way. Yes, the wet markets. Wet markets they don't take place in the United States, but they do take place in China, and Americans don't give a shit about it because it's really far away. It's the same thing with war. Like if there's like 1,500 people get killed in fucking some Indonesian country, Americans don't give a shit because
it doesn't matter until it's in your backyard.
Right.
But here's the thing: there's a lot of shit in your backyard that you have no clue that's in your backyard. But do you know that there's fucking Chinese? Oh, let me tell you something. You know, when I was in Arizona, you know, there's a place in Arizona you can go to that's a fucking backwoods, backdoor Chinese place. Now they don't do as much as the fucking like the wet market shit, but like you can get like the tiger penis shit there. You can get
right.
You can still get a deer antler extract, like all this other shit.
I don't be honest with you.
These things are everywhere.
If there's little knick-knack black and market, places where like a mini mart wet market is happening somewhere where there's like just a small amount of people happening and they're buying fucking cow dicks and bat pussy and shit. I don't care as long as there's not 500 people embarking on that one table, touching the bat pussy and cow dick and going, man, I don't want this one and put that one back. Putting their hands over it. And then some guy's fucking, coughing on it. And, and then there's another guy.
No, but it ain't about that. It's what that stuff comes from the product. So it doesn't matter how many people touch it. Well, that product is out there. Stop eating fucking bats, people.
Well, there's another thing about this fucking shit.
Stop eating snakes.
Let me go back.
And I fucking hate the fact that we're talking about COVID-19 again on this fucking show.
I know. But let me go. Here's this one image. I'll bring it up again. It's the one where the fucking dog carcasses next to the fucking chopped up meat, right? I saw this on an expose I think CNN threw out there about wet markets. There was a guy, reporting on wet markets. Now, like when they get a live, like they sell livestock. So if somebody comes up to a table, they're explaining in the expose, they're like, give me those 4 duck. And the ducks are going, flying, they're fucking quacking. And then they get their heads cut off, right? And then they're taken into the kiddie pool, which is shown in one of the other images I have. Let me see if I can find that. It's in this image right here. They're taken, cut, and put into that kiddie pool where the guy on the cell phone is washing that shit and taking the feathers off and all that shit in the kiddie pool where he is washing his own hands and cleaning other livestock. All day. Yeah, they showed this in the expose. They don't change the water out.
I got a question.
What they use to clean the tables, the utensils, everything is in that same shit. That's why we have pandemics. Fuck.
So let me ask you a question.
I'm a Nimrod. But
no. This is a serious question. After all this, are you going to all you can eat Chinese?
It's gonna be hard for me to go to a buffet. And by the way,
how can you after this? Think about it like this. We always thought, how in the fuck do I only pay $7 and I can get all this shit? Right?
Yeah, no, you got a good point. Like
now we know why $7 can get you fed for 8 days.
This is a fucking gamble. That's what it is. It's fucking gambling. My favorite restaurant.
We all got a strand of coronavirus in us from fucking the Chinese shop at your little corner buffet, whatever. Especially in New York. Shit.
Yeah, my favorite restaurant in the world was a fucking chain restaurant in Morgantown, West Virginia, called Eaton Park, and what they had was a 24-hour breakfast buffet.
Slow down, Kieran.
Yeah, that was my favorite restaurant.
Slow down.
What?
Slow down.
It was the greatest thing of all time.
First of all, people in West Virginia don't count because no matter what they eat, they're still going to be West Virginians. Like
No, but
You ever
I
notice?
don't
You
care about
noticed
them.
that they were
I'm
like the
saying
last
it's my
state to
thing.
have COVID-19 because
We're talking about
even coronavirus didn't want to fuck with West Virginia.
You had a good point though. Like buffets are gone. Buffets are gone after COVID.
Yeah, but I just had to throw that disclaimer out there that fucking West Virginia was one of the last states that had a case of COVID-19, and there's a reason why, because them backwood hillbilly toothless motherfuckers. Corona don't want nothing to do with them.
At some point there will be a fucking your sister fucking pandemic. There'll be something caused by a dude fucking his sister or something.
Yeah, and it's gonna start in West Virginia, and it's gonna move
what's
to North
gonna
Dakota.
happen is that's gonna spin off, and it's gonna ruin it's gonna affect every vagina in the world, and that's where we all die. The human race is dead from that. Something affects the vagina.
Wait. Are you saying sex is something? Because we're talking about something that's a pandemic because of food. But are you saying the only way we can get worse than consuming food is consuming pussy?
Right.
I'm with you, Kieran. I'm with you. This isn't the worst. I'm with you on this one.
The next step up will be something caused by a dude fucking his sister or sister fucking her brother.
Well, hold on. Wait a minute.
Where
we already went through remember AIDS in the 80s.
But this is like
in 90s.
This is caused by reckless behavior. This is complete like Joey banging Sally. Joey and Sally are brother and sister. He's like, I just got to get my rocks off. She's like, I got to get my rocks off. There's no one around. We're living in the fucking woods. This is fucking West Virginia or wherever the fuck we are. It's a real world. And Joey fucks her. Brother and sister, a sibling sex. And it ruins the vagina. It's something is triggered by the sibling dick and vagina connection, and it causes a pandemic. Somehow that causes a pandemic. Like Sally goes to work the next day, and she touches another person, and that person's vagina is ruined, or something. I don't know. If there's a pandemic that affects vaginas solely, we're all fucked.
Well. First of all,
is there something
you'll
else?
Be safe. No, I'm sorry I was pausing, but I was looking through. I was trying to find how many people would be affected by you, and it looks here like nobody will be affected by you.
0 people will be affected by me. No, I'm all good. I mean, I'm good.
No, I was just actually looking. Kieran, somebody just sent me this. One of my friends in Detroit just sent me this. Remember searching for Sugar Man?
Yeah.
Somebody just sent me a picture. They have album cover, the original album cover of Rodriguez, Cold Fact.
The documentary Searching for Sugar Man. What's the guy's name? Rodriguez? That's his name.
Yeah, Rodriguez is what he goes by.
Yeah.
They
found an album? They found this album? They found an album?
Yeah, just the album cover, like the original album cover, not the original album. I mean, people have the original album. That's not a hard thing, but the original album cover is. But anyway,
live number to call in 716-325-0299 if you want to call him.
All right, Kieran. So hold on, I'm going to take us somewhere else for a second, if you're okay with that.
Fucking A, bro. Take us somewhere else.
Okay.
Hold on.
I'm gonna call it.
Call, you're on the air. Go ahead.
What up, motherfuckers?
What's up, motherfucker? What's going on? What do you have?
Are we allowed to say motherfucker?
Yeah, you can say whatever you want.
This is DJ Adubb in a big show. What up, Adubb?
What up, motherfucker? How y'all doing?
Yeah, good. Hanging out.
I know.
Talking about wet markets instead of wet pussy, which is terrible. Go ahead.
Oh, dude, I'm hurt, bro. I'm nigga pro.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm about to start a fans only page.
Yeah,
Dub, I thought about it. I was trying to get my girl onto it, and she wasn't having it. But I'm telling you, I was about to go on there. They was gonna call me peanut butter.
Yeah, DJ Adubb joining us on the phone. He works as a professional DJ around the Michigan and around the country, pretty much. And it must be a tough time for you. How are you getting through it?
It's a super tough time for all of us DJs and all of us DJs in the state of Ohio and Michigan, actually, because every time we fucking turn around, the governor is like, it feels like they watch my Facebook. Like, we throw a party, they be like, They throw another sanction on us like, hey, I thought this 10 people or less. Like, what the fuck? You know, but us DJs are getting, what we're doing is we go on Facebook and we DJ for like an hour or 2 hours, and we put our cash apps, and people tip us. You know, they request songs, people tip us. There's a lot of people from, you know, that's on the front line who listen to us while they're working, and they tip us. And we don't really want tips from them, but everybody's tipping, but we feel bad when it comes from them. But the love is so much appreciated. Like,
it's definitely there. It's definitely there, Dub. I was telling Kieran about this right before we went on air today when I told him that you might possibly call in. And so as you've seen earlier, I was up. So Dub started this morning at 10 a.m. He did a wake up mix.
Yeah.
He was on from, I think, 10 to 4, 10 to 6. What was it, 10 to 4? 10 to 2?
No, actually, it was 10 to, we only did an hour because we got 12 DJs going today. I think right now.
Oh, that's what I was,
DJ
okay.
Manny is on right now. And I was drinking wine this morning. I woke up with the wine, and it was crazy. I mean, you know, everybody was jumping in, and a lot of people was cooking breakfast to the mix, but it's going on there. And every DJ is doing it. Even the big name DJs in Vegas, they're doing the Facebook and trying to make a little bit of extra money as well. It's kind of crazy. It's like, y'all make thousands of dollars. Why y'all on here with y'all cash at?
Yeah.
Something y'all not telling us?
What's great?
Yeah, you know what? Go ahead, Kieran. Sorry.
No, go ahead. Go ahead, TJ.
No, I was gonna say, like, that's the one thing that I was kind of conflicted with the DJs and the battles that's been going on with writers or artists or whatever, is that one thing that I noticed is that one of the most genuine things was like when Neo went against one of the other songwriters and all this stuff. They didn't ask for no money or nothing. They're already rich. They're quarantining in a mansion. You know what I mean? I thought it was so cool today when you guys went on today. I thought it was so cool that people were, you know, Venmoing you guys $10 here, $10 there, because you guys are more I want to say more personable. You know what I mean? But that doesn't do it enough justice. But the parties that you guys bring and the happiness that you guys bring, you guys actually deserve that. You guys are this is what you do for a living.
Right.
You know, you haven't,
it's important that and we're all lucky that the infrastructure on social media is to the point where DJ Adubb could go on Facebook and they have an ability for somebody to just instantly tip him and give him money into his bank account right away. That's fucking phenomenal, because if he didn't have that,
it is good. The crazy thing is Facebook always tries to kick us off. It's like, Facebook, you're going to have to shut the fuck up for a little while. And we're going to have to call the president and tell the president to put a sanction on Facebook and stop kicking us off, because we pay for this music too.
Yeah.
Like, dude, and it's like, dude, like, come on, help us out. Because, we have no income coming in. A lot of money is going out, but no income coming in.
There are actually are certain ways where you can broadcast from one thing and send your feed out, or your audio out, or your video audio out to multiple platforms like Twitch or Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, all at the same time. So you're taking in everything at the same time and I think a platform like Twitch would be great for something like that, because that's a younger crowd. And they would just be fucking throwing money at you.
It's still Facebook kicking us off, bro.
Yeah. Well, Facebook.
Yeah, and Facebook is a huge platform, man. And you got to think about the how many people Facebook get out to. Like, everybody has a Facebook. Not everybody has a Twitch. Not everybody has a TikTok. But everybody has a Facebook. Yeah. You know what I mean? So it is a great way to do things right now. And Facebook needs to ease the fuck up on, you know what I mean? Like, I'm fucking you for playing some music, trying to cut you off and shit. I mean, Kieran, how many times do we get fucking flagged per show? And we're on fucking YouTube, and we're just playing a smidgen, a little clip.
Well, though,
you know what I mean?
Since the pandemic has started, the getting flagged has kind of fallen by the wayside. Really,
it has a little bit, but we're still getting flagged. But Adubb, I want, since I got you on the line, this is what I want to talk to you about. And I love that we started off bigging up your your DJing thing with everybody doing the live thing today. Before we get off here, I'm going to let everybody know where to click on at and everything like that. But what I really want to know on this show is, how are we doing right now with the possibility that there might not be a season of The Ass on Put-in-Bay Island? That's what the people really want to know, Dub.
Listen. My boss have already called me and said, we having a season. We already got shit in place. I think he thinks that April 30th, they're gonna let everybody back to what they're doing, but they're gonna like, let's say if a bar had a capacity of 100 people, you only can have like 20 people in there at once. He thinks it's gonna be something like that, and I'm
like 20% capacity. I get it.
Yeah, they're gonna make it lower, your capacity lower. So, but I don't care. I'm like, I need to get back to work. We gotta have a season of The Ass. I got all this planned. It's 2020 season of the booty.
You know what?
That's what I called it this summer.
I don't know if you've seen this today but I put something on your wall when you were DJing, and because Coop said, "What's up?" You know, Coop. Shout out to Coop. Oh, look, he's got he's got some of your girls on the screen. Yeah. So like, you know, Coop, the infamous Coop. We won't say his whole name, but the infamous Coop. But Coop said, "What's up?" to me, and I said, it's not the same as listening to Adubb while there's a bunch of girls that are doing a bunch of things that they're going to regret on Monday. But it'll do. Yeah. And that's absolutely right. Like when Adubb DJs, for the people that don't know DJ Adubb, man, when Dub puts on a DJ, he doesn't just spin music. He makes everybody in there have fun. And people end up just doing things because they feel so comfortable. They end up doing things they might not like on Monday, but it's okay because nobody judges. Everybody gets along. Everybody has a good time. Okay. I mean, literally in the whatever 6-7 years you've been there, I think there's only about three fights, because you don't have time to fight in bars when you got scattered ass everywhere. You know what I mean?
I just don't get it. I agree with you on that.
Hey, I know her.
I am.
We are having a season though. My boss already said it. He goes, I don't care.
God, there you
We're
go.
having a season.
Look at this, man. I'm just Adubb. As you're talking with TJ, I'm rifling through your
he's
Instagram
just going
page,
through.
and I'm literally showing every photo to our listeners. I'm showing all the ass and everything that's happening. That paints the picture, you know. People got to know what you do. There's the Adubb right there. Everybody, that's the gentleman that's on the phone with us right now. Yeah.
Good, bro.
It's cool, man. I mean, I wish you luck getting through this shit. I know it's shitty for anybody who is an artist out there.
100%, my friend. Everything is just shut down to a halt.
Yeah, and but it's cool that there are platforms out there on the social media platforms that enable you to at least get out there, show your skills to folks. And able to make some money somehow, a little, wherever it's a little bit or whatever.
You know, I do want to tell you this, Dub, from the bottom of my heart, man. I feel really, really bad because me and you, we've talked, especially being at the gym, seeing each other at the gym and stuff, and we always talk.
Oh man!
And for about 3 or 4 months now, it's been working up to like it hasn't already been. You've been working up to 2020 season of the booty. That's been the theme all winter long.
Oh, season of the booty. I can't believe it.
Man, we're at the point right now where there's a possibility that there might not be a season of the booty.
Look at this fucking chick. That's it. Holy shit. Look at this broad on your fucking Instagram. This blonde chick with tatted all up. Oh, God. You got the life, Adubb. All these girl pictures taken inside your DJ booth. Is that what it is?
Yes, we call it the famous DJ booth.
So they walk in and it's like, all right, Adubb, go ahead, snap away.
100%, bro. Hey, some girls, they request there in my inbox. Be like, look, I'm coming in that booth.
That's
whatever
fucking,
you want to do. Like, I'm sorry, what?
It is fucking sick, dude. I mean, that's a great job.
I've actually been fortunate enough to be in that booth a few times. And I'm going to tell you, you'll randomly be sipping on a drink. Actually, I was eating pizza. I remember I brought pizza up to the booth. you know, you got to we're drinking all day. I'm eating pizza, and I'm taking a bite of pizza, and I remember turning around, and there was no bullshit. There was titties. One girl was bent over and had her ass out, and one girl had her titties out as I'm just casually eating pizza in the DJ booth. Like, oh man, it's great. Right. And Dubs, it ain't just all about ass and titties. I mean, yeah, it is, but Dub also has an amazing belly flop contest too, man. That's pretty fucking good.
Well, Put-in-Bay seems like it's a fun spot, and it sucks that, you know, this is happening and the summer's rolling up on us, man. We're less than 2 months away from Memorial Day weekend, so yeah, it sucks. Hopefully this stuff goes away and Adub's able to get out there. Yeah, fucking A.
Hey, Dub, real quick before we get you off here, man, what do you have? I want you to go ahead and dive in real quick, man. Being a seasoned DJ and doing everything that you've ever, you know, that you've done so far and things that you're gonna do. What advice do you have for up and coming DJs right now? That, I mean, forget all the COVID-19 shit, but what do you just got? You know, what should they be doing right now to try to get their name out there and get something going?
What everybody else is doing. You jump into the rotation, but you think of a plan for when we get out of COVID-19. Like, I already came up with several plans for Put-in-Bay, several plans for my Instagram, several plans for Facebook. Right now should be a thought process for what you're going to do. Like, I mean, I'm getting ready to start a podcast. I'm excited about that. It's all about Put-in-Bay, but it's, I mean, like, this was a great time to start it, but it's like, you gotta think it first. You gotta make it all happen. But you know what I'm saying? For DJs that's coming up, you know, practice and come up with all the ideas and come out hard. Just come out hard. Just come out with a splash. You can't come out light and then ease into it. Come out with a just smack in the face.
Yeah, I like it. I like it because I was thinking a lot about that. That's why I wanted to ask you, because me being a former artist and stuff like that I was just thinking about this today, and I was going to hit up a couple of people, and I was going to put a challenge out there, a 16-bar challenge is what I'm going to put out to a bunch of old heads, that a lot of us that used to rap or whatever. And like with quarantine, and this is why I asked you that question, is because with being quarantined, this should be the time where you should hone your craft. Like, you should be working on it so much you have nothing else to do. So when we get back out there, you can hit them in the face with some shit. You know what I mean? So
yeah, you have nothing else to do. You're all your social media. Right now, TikTok is super hot. That's it's even hotter than Instagram. Like, if you go on Instagram, barely people is even on it. So TikTok is the hottest thing right now. I mean, like, you need to like jump on that.
I don't get the fucking TikTok thing, dude. I just don't get it, but whatever.
I think it's a young man's game.
Yeah, I don't get the. I mean, yeah, it's a younger generations thing. I don't need to get it. I'm older.
It is.
Yeah.
It is, but I mean, just like Facebook right now, we think a lot of Facebook is older for older people. You know, there's a lot of people just bitching on Facebook.
Yeah.
And then you go to Instagram, you got the middle-aged people that's just showing their pictures and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then you got TikTok. You see it all.
Yeah. It's a full-time job to keep fucking connected like that with all those platforms.
100%.
And then at the same time, Twitter's just holding on through all this. Like, bitch, I'm still here.
Yeah, Twitter, yeah.
From top to bottom.
You know the like one of the founders of Twitter is going to donate $1 billion, or like 29% of his wealth to find a vaccine for this fucking virus. That's pretty sick.
That's they should have found a vaccine already.
Well, I'm sure they'll get one. Hopefully, we need our sports back. You know,
if they would put out a lie, since the government lies to us all the time anyway, if they would just put out a lie and said that it's in sperm.
It's in sperm?
It's in sperm.
Yeah.
Just blowing loads. Everybody's just blowing loads everywhere.
I'm just saying, if they just said, listen.
There should be guys masturbating everywhere. Oh.
Listen, all I'm saying is just put that out, and then we can do a little bit more loving. Or how about this? Here's something that nobody talks about. Where the fuck is Captain America?
Who are you talking about? Captain America?
There's two people that I need to see right now. Captain America?
You talking about? And
Captain Planet.
Are you talking about?
Captain Planet.
Yeah.
This is an
Oh, actually 3, because I need the Ninja Turtles in this shit too.
No, I just want Captain Planet now. I'm excited.
I'm just waiting for one of these people to come out. Like, we need a superhero right now, and all these fucking Marvel shits that we've been watching and DC shits, and I'm not seeing not one of them. I'm not seeing one of them. So what I need is a superhero, that like spreads love, and like the COVID-19. All you gotta do is spread love, and the COVID-19's over with. That's what I'm looking for.
I don't know. TJ just got all fucking hippie and like spiritual on me.
I'm just saying. Are you not?
I know. I'm fine. I'm good, man.
You know how much pussy you can get?
I'm trying to.
If it was in the sperm?
No, I get it, but also I believe police precincts around the country would be flooded with indecent exposure arrests. You know, because guys would be jerking off.
I would jump in too.
Yeah, we all.
I would charge.
Everybody would. I mean, girls would be like terrified to leave their places because guys would just want to. It'd be like a nation of rapists. That's not good.
Yeah, where the girls will be raping the guys. That's what I'm saying. It's in the sperm.
Yeah. I mean, but if
it'd be like the reverse of Me Too. It'd be perfect.
You're saying that pretty much the cure is in sperm. So we're all just throwing sperm at each other. Is that right?
Right.
Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
And you're telling me I'm a shithead.
As long as they take it in the face.
In the face.
My bad. I just threw that out there. That was my fault.
No, you're good.
All the girls who don't take it in the face.
Hey, can we get that on the back of the shirts this year? In the face.
Just take it in the face.
What?
No, every Adubb has these sayings, and they get put on a Blue Marlin shirt every year. And I'm saying this year, can you get that on there? Can you get in the face?
Hell no, they won't. They won't do that. I already tried. That was supposed to be before this one, before the just let it happen. Yeah.
Oh my
Dub
God.
Dub has a real fucking creepy. Oh no. This is for real.
Hold on.
It's fucking.
Are these
Dub,
on his
you
Instagram?
can't tell me that.
Are they on his Instagram? I want to know.
There's a fucking so the shirts last year was or 2 years ago. Just let it happen was the saying on the shirt, and like during the Me Too movement, like that's kind of sketchy. Like just let it happen.
Yeah, no shit. That's the first thing I thought of. It's like, I'm literally trying to find you.
Dude, I got in an argument with this girl. Like, just let it happen. No, it's not about that. It's about drinking. Like, listen, you come up here to get fucked up. Come to Put in Bay to get fucked up.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, if you do other things, that's on you. But just let it happen. I mean, you're gonna get fucked up. That's all. What else you come to Put in Bay for? What, the sightseeing?
Exactly. You know what? In Dub's defense, he's been saying
that rides around.
He's been saying for a long time, just let it happen. He's been saying that for years before the Me Too movement.
I'm trying to see if no, this is not one. Damn it! I thought I might find you with one of these on your Instagram.
Who was the Bay's favorite wet spot? Was that Ed's?
The what?
The favorite wet spot.
That was Ed's. The Blue Marlin and Ed's fighting over that.
Yeah, and then there was one. My favorite one is Nobody's Ugly After 2. That was Mr.
That's Ed's. That's Ed's.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah.
Nobody's Ugly After 2 was a great one.
Well, Adubb, I appreciate the phone call, and good luck to you, man. I mean, it's being a DJ, but the pandemic happening is a tough spot to be in. But I'm glad you're being creative out there and finding a way to make some money and getting your shit out there. Yeah.
Thanks for having me on, boys. I appreciate you. Be safe out there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, but before you get off the phone, man, just let everybody know where they can find you at on all platforms.
Just look for DJ Adubb at DJ ADUBB with 2 B's. You'll find some big black guy that looks like the Green Mile, and just click on that guy.
Yeah.
And you're good.
Yeah, there he is, right there.
Yes, sir. We appreciate it, Adubb. Thanks for the call, man.
All right. Thanks, Adubb.
All right, brother.
Appreciate it.
All right.
Later.
All right, bye.
Here goes Adubb, everybody, on the LR radio
The infamous
broadcast.
Adubb. We haven't heard from him since he was DJing in Vegas that one time with them porn stars. You remember that?
Yeah. What was that girl's name? Such a dime a dozen.
Randy something or other.
Although I was watching Alexis Texas yesterday. Everybody's going live on Instagram, and Alexis Texas went live on Instagram yesterday. And I got to tell you, 25 minutes of my day was stopped It just stopped, and she was literally drinking out a red Solo cup, smoking a doob, and literally dancing in a fucking white thong. I was just like, this is great.
Now does she have her own live and then her booty has a separate live?
No,
I feel like they shouldn't be doing live together.
Yeah, right. Yeah, but she was. Yeah, I don't know what the hell she was just. It was her thing. It was her thing. Yeah, I know what you're saying. Like her ass.
She's got. You know what? She's been in it for a minute. Like
she's a veteran. She's a crafty veteran. She's one of those people that started out as like a starter and then had to go to the bullpen to finish out the career. Yeah. That's where she's.
That's a great bullpen.
I don't care. She's fucking still awesome.
That's a great bullpen.
Still great. Still got a great ass.
I mean, she's like, what was it Nick Nolte? No, not Nick Nolte.
Nick Nolte.
I always get Nick Nolte and
Nick,
what's the guy?
Who's Nick? Who you get?
Chet Stedman. Chet Stedman from fucking Rookie of the Year.
Bill Pullman.
Old-timer. Chet Stedman. He played Chet Stedman. You know,
from Rookie of the Year.
Yeah.
God damn it! I don't know. Who played Chet Stedman in Rookie of the Year? Okay, Google. Okay, Google. Who played Chet Stedman in Rookie of the Year?
Chet Rocket Stedman was played by Gary Busey.
Gary Busey.
Busey, yes.
Way to earn your paycheck, fucking Google.
By the way, cool teacher just dropped a fucking gem.
What'd she do?
She said Kieran's porn-demic.
Oh, fucking. Howdy, LR. Just Jim. Hey, it's Just Jim from way back in the day, Just Jim. Hello, Just Jim. He's the old-time listener. Guy's been around for fucking...
Oh, is that who this ADD or AOD hockey is?
Yeah, some of you people have been listening for like 15 fucking years, man.
What's up, Jimmy?
Crazy how long people have been listening.
Shout out to Big Mike and Totally Focused Entertainment checking in too. They've definitely been in the chat. All
right.
Yeah.
Well, if anybody else wants to call in, make it happen quick because I'm gonna play the fucking outro music.
I got a question for you, Kieran.
No, before we go ahead.
Yep. Because all right, my sister made me a peach cobbler today. She has nothing better to do. She was off work before this COVID pandemic with
is that a dessert or is that an entree?
No, it's a dessert.
Okay.
So anyway, we were jokingly laughing about, we're biracial, so we were jokingly laughing about our white side of the family that brings things to the barbecue and our black side of the family that brings things to the barbecue. So what is the most essential side dish for you, Kieran, at a barbecue? Like, because we're talking about essential because it's pandemic or whatever. What at a white barbecue, what side do you have to have there to make it a barbecue?
Pussy. Simply fun. Because I certainly want to eat that too. I had an answer for that before you even got the question out.
I know. That went way too fluent. Like you had that. That was mustering up for so long. Like, please ask me what I'd eat at a barbecue.
It's like a picture still had the ball in his glove, and I already have the answer. I already know where the pitch is going, and I know it's going to be a home run. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Car guy checking in 243. Saw that coming. Bill Lumberg checking in. There's Bill Lumberg. Lumberg fucked her. I always got to say that every show. All right, anybody want to call in? I forget the name of 716-325-0299. Taking your phone calls on anything. You want to talk about vagina, want to talk about fucking anything.
I had a whole list of shit to talk about today. I don't even care if we talk about it. From now on, I'm not making a list of anything we're going to talk about. I just say we just go in there and talk.
Well, that's kind of what I did today. I had some things. It's just like, you get out there, you got the pandemic happening. By the way, people, sports is not going to happen. And the folks who are like the NFL draft is taking place, like, I get it. We need something, but you know that football's, I get that the NFL's a juggernaut. I get it's a monster. They have so much money. Yeah. But that is going to be the last sport that gets the okay to start playing. Last one.
You know, I am so glad. I'm not glad about this pandemic, but I'm just so glad that the draft was getting so big where they were on the red carpet of a draft, walking on a bridge to get to the stage over water and having on fucking $300,000 fucking suits. I was over it. I was fucking over it. You remember back in the day when there was a fucking room and you sat in that room and you hoped to God that somebody called you at the little phone at the fucking room so you can cry to your mom and hug your girlfriend that you're probably going to get rid of as soon as you get your first check. You know what I mean? I remember those days and I miss those days. Did you see the draft last year?
No, I've been watching the last couple of years. It's fucking insane.
What people were wearing?
It's insane.
Did you see? It was like the fucking Oscars on steroids.
Well, I remember the year that remember Geno Smith, who was the quarterback for West Virginia. He got drafted by the Jets in the second round. He was walking down the red carpet his year that he got drafted in the second round. And I was like, "What the fuck are you dialed up for? Like you're not going to get drafted high. I mean, he was supposed to be drafted high, but he didn't. I mean, it's like too much focus on a kid. Like these are kids.
It's too much focus on the fucking entrance and not what the fuck you're gonna do in the future. Like fuck you. I love this draft right now.
It's making them stars before.
By the way, shout out to DJ Smitty, another DJ that's out there doing this thing on the circuit. But yeah, no, I'm right there with you, Kieran. I'm fucking. I was so done with it. And me and you talked about this because you were so against the draft. When I lived out in Arizona, you were like, man, fuck the draft. It's fucking overrated. I was one of the guys like, yeah, but I really want to see. But now I'm with you.
Who gives a shit?
I'm excited about the draft now again because it's less about the fucking red carpet and more about the actual players and, you know, all this.
By the way, half these guys that get drafted, they play like fucking 3 years and then they're fucking working at goddamn Jiffy Lube. I mean, their careers don't last very long in football. But football, let's get back to the pandemic. I mean, the football, that's going to be the last thing to come. I mean, I can see why golf coming back, that kind of makes sense because it's golf. You know, baseball, who knows what the fuck. They're thinking about fucking sending everybody to their spring training sites and changing up the divisions and putting people in groups. And I don't know what the fuck's happening. Sports is like, should be on the back burner as far as things that are taking our focus off of things. But sports is important because it's entertainment for folks, but getting a vaccine that's going to solve everything. Until that happens, we're all going to be sitting here fucking jerking off and
you know what's really
watching
cool going
Netflix.
on right now? You know, my new place is right on Lake Erie.
Are you going to blow those in the lake?
There's not a lot of traffic out in the water right now.
Oh yeah,
walleye are fucking jumping.
Oh really? Fishing.
The walleye are jumping.
So you're going to become a fishing person.
Bro, I don't even have to fish.
You just go in there and
I got this fucking local place called Trappers. Oh my God. They get perch right out of the fucking lake and they go fry it. It's never fucking frozen. They go fry it up. Oh my God. Are you crazy?
I'm saying, why don't you get a skill? Like
I got a skill. It's fucking with you on Saturdays.
Yeah, but
I got another skill. Drinking. Look, I even got a fucking customized
Hold on.
glass.
People, we're talking to him, man. TJ lives on Lake Erie. Lake Erie is his backyard. Pandemic's happening. There's no fucking jet skiing. There's no Joey Dickface out there trying to show off for the girl with the fake tits, his jet skiing skills. He's got, what did you say, walleye jumping?
Walleye are fucking jumping.
Walleye jumping. Wouldn't it behoove TJ to go down to the local fucking fishing pole place, get a fishing pole, and learn a skill? Get out there.
No, I got all that. I know how to fish. I have all that. I'm saying it's fucking jumping so big that I don't even have to go out there and fish, which I love fishing, by the way. And I'm finally going to be quarantined for the next couple of weeks. So I probably will. You're right. You're right, Kieran. You're right. I'm sorry.
I tell you what, you should get some kayaks and go out there fucking kayaking, dude.
Well, yeah.
It's too cold for that right now.
Yeah, I was just about to say, like, we got hit with a little bit of 70-degree weather, and then all of a sudden we're back. Today it was the low today was 30 degrees.
Lake Erie's got to be fucking cold as shit.
We went from 70. We went from 72 days ago to 30 degrees this morning when I went out.
Hey Google, what's the temperature of Lake Erie's water?
On the website tgftp.nws.noaa.gov, they say See Lake Erie Open Lakes forecast for Monday through Wednesday.
Oh, Christ.
The water temperature off Toledo is 48
Shut up.
degrees, off Cleveland 44
Hold on. Let me
degrees.
turn her off. There we go.
40 degrees, she said.
40 degrees?
40 and 44 degrees.
Okay, Google
That's off Toledo.
40 degrees. Wow.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
All right, everybody. Hey, is Skype up? No. Skype's not up.
I am going to open up my pool, though, next week. Not going to lie. I don't care what temperature it is. Like, I'm home. I'm quarantined. I have nothing else to do. I'm opening that bitch up. I don't care how cold it is.
If you want to call in, people, do it quick. 716-325-0299. Somebody's trying to call in the chat room. I don't know why.
And I might just throw some walleye in my pool and just fish in my pool because I'm that lazy.
All right, everybody. Thank you for checking out the LunaticRadio.com show. Follow us on all the social medias at Lunatic Radio across the board. At TJ the Mayor on Instagram. Be safe out there. Still do the social distance. Fucking watch your Netflix. Whatever, man. What's your final word there, TJ? Final word, TJ. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. I'm trying to.
I'll say it's 6 1/2 dozen and the other.
No, I was looking at something somebody just sent me. Final word is love.
That's fucking boring.
Why not, dude? Love.
That's fucking
love. Everybody should love everybody at this point.
It's really nice to be on your own. I was masturbating behind those trees over there.
I love that one. All right,
how
everybody.
about you, Kieran? No, for once, how about you have a last word?
I
get knowledge.
My last word is
fuck off, Google.
Yeah, fuck off, Google. Peace out, fellas. Have a good weekend. Yes, thank you, Toya Focus Entertainment. Thank you, everybody in the chat room. Leroy Jenkins, Car
Big
Guy
Mike,
2413, Joshua Smith,
DJ
cool
Smitty,
Teacher Adubb.
Oh, thank you, Adubb, for calling in.
Bill Lumberg, Leroy Jenkins, John Casella, who was in there. John Casella sounds like a guy who played shortstop for some fucking Bronx team. John Casella, he used to play shortstop for fucking.
When he was with the Mud Hens, he almost had a shot at the Tigers.
He played shortstop for the Bayside Brawlers. Remember that? All right, see you later, people. Latron. Later. Peace.
Shut up.